Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Sew Yourself a Capsule Wardrobe. In this episode I'm going to be showing you which skirt I've decided to make, thank you for your input, and also I'm going to be doing some selfless sewing over the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to be showing you what I'll be making for my mum. So if that interests you, stay watching. You may remember in my last video I was undecided which skirt to make. I had the choice of the Style Arc Charlie skirt and the Itch to Stitch Quebec skirt, and I asked for your input and asked you to tell me which I should make. It was a resounding vote for, ta-da! The Itch to Stitch Quebec skirt, so that's the one I'll be making. I'll be making it in this fabric. This fabric here, it's the black denim that I showed in my last video. It had already been laundered and was ready to go, and I just felt that it was the right weight and the right colour for my autumn wardrobe. So this is the fabric I'll be using for the Quebec skirt. Just to say that I would like to make the Style Arc Charlie skirt at some time in the future as well, so watch out for that. But I will be showing you my progress on the Quebec skirt when I've cut it out and I've started stitching it. Thank you so much for all your votes. I really appreciated your input. So on to my selfless sewing. I have to admit I'm a very selfish sewer in that I only sew for myself, and of course I sew for customers that place orders with my business, but generally I only sew clothes for myself, and that's because I have very little time and my time is precious. However, I went to visit my mum a couple of weeks ago and took her to a hospital appointment, and a few weeks prior to that she bought some fabric from Night to make herself a couple of pairs of summer trousers. Now, my mum is 89. In fact, it was her birthday on the 10th of July. So happy birthday for the 10th of July, Mum. She was 89 and she's sadly become quite unsteady on her feet, and her eyesight has been declining quite a lot in the last couple of months. So she's come to the conclusion that she's not able to sew anymore. So she wanted to give me the fabric that she'd bought for her trousers. And I said, yeah, I'll have it from you, but I'm making you some trousers with the fabric. And she went, yes, I'd love you to. So I'll let me show you what fabric she's chosen and the pattern she's chosen as well. First of all, I'll show you the pattern that she's chosen. I think she's chosen a really good pattern. It's the Pattern Emporium Urban Pants pattern. Now, you've heard me go on about this pattern because I've made this up for myself twice in the last couple of months, both in Ponte. I've had a navy pair and a cappuccino pair, and they've had an awful lot of wear. In fact, I'm wearing a pair today. Mum didn't want the cropped version, and she also didn't want the flared version. So I'm going to make her a pair of, I don't know if you can see these, it's the long length and the tapered pair of trousers. So that's the version that I'm going to be making for my mum. So let me show you which fabric she'd already bought to make the urban pants in. They do require a stretch fabric, and she asked my opinion, and of course I recommended Night Fabrics, who are an amazing supplier of stretch fabrics in the UK. She chose navy, which is, oh, can you see that ping? It's really nice and stretchy. There we go. And she also chose, here we go, let me grab it for you. It's called Cloud Grey. It's quite a light grey. And there we go. And again, that's got a lot of ping to it. She's got 2 meters of each. Her last piece of fabric that she bought from Night is, again, oh, the last two, by the way, were scuba crepe. So they've got a nice texture. And this is a scuba crepe as well. It's called Ivory. And it's kind of a winter white colour. Now, Mum was under the impression this was a bit darker, but it's definitely an ivory colour. I think she meant to get perhaps a beige or a wheat colour. So I've said that I'd make her a songbird cardigan in this, which I think will coordinate really nicely with the navy and the grey trousers with some of her tops that she has. I'm going to make the short length for her. I think it's called the cropped length. And I'm going to make the tapered sleeves with the 3/4 length, because I think on Mum that would probably come just above her wrist, and she doesn't like her sleeves long. She's got quite short little arms as well. She's quite diddy. So yeah, I'm going to make the songbird jacket or cardigan from the ivory piece. So they are all the sewing plans I have at the moment. The Quebec skirt and 2 pairs of urban pants for Mum, and the songbird cardigan for Mum. I have bought a few patterns over the past few weeks. They've all been from Pattern Emporium. I'm not sure whether you want to see those or not. I mean, you know, do you want to see them? I'm quite happy to show them to you, and I'm really pleased with my pattern haul. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see the pattern haul that I've had or got for myself from Pattern Emporium. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It does make a difference to my channel. And leave a comment below and tell me what you think of my mum's choices for her pants and her cardigan and the fabric that she's chosen. And until next time, happy sewing. Bye bye.